Hi, Dylan Watkins here. Mike's behind the camera. We're down at Superior Court in downtown Phoenix. We're covering the state of Arizona versus Michael Roy Turney, and we're here with the biological father of Alissa Turney, the girl at the center of this case. Thank you for talking with us today. We just wanted to get your insights. I mean, why did you come down here? Why did you feel the need to stay for the whole trial?
Well, I think that because I wasn't a part of my daughter's life, because they took that away from me, that I wanted to be here to support her. I'm not worried about myself or care about myself. I only care about her. And then I could, at least this is the least I can do, is be here for her.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we're about a week into the trial, coming up on a week tomorrow. What have been your insights so far? What have you thought about what's gone on?
Well, I see stuff that they can't bring up that should be brought up, so that makes it tough. You know what I mean? And I see I see everything that's going on, and all it does mostly is just make me nervous about everything that's happening, and I just don't know what's going to happen. But I can't do that. I have to just relax and count on what's going on in my life right now. I mean, there's too many things that are happening, with my wife dying too, and so I'm just trying to take care of business and not go crazy in my mind,
Mm-hmm.
So,
Steve, we appreciate you talking to us. You've got a lot on your plate. You're here, basically sitting through the trial, murder trial, where your daughter was the alleged victim, and you just lost your wife, and an ordeal for any man. You're
walk
here.
Us through what you're kind of going through.
Yeah, walk us through where you're at right now.
My mind is like in 40 different places, but I need to get back to my daughters and my wife's celebration of life. That's what I really need to do, because I can't do anything here. I can't say anything. I can't change anything. So I'll just keep watching it on the cameras and see what happens if I can get back down here, because they say it's going to go to the 20th, but it could go more. You never know. So maybe I can get back down here and finish it out with it there. I do feel good that the two detectives are here, because they've brought a lot of insight in, and he's tried to hide a lot of stuff and pretends like he's, I didn't do anything and all this, but we know what happened to her.
Steve, one of the things that Dylan and I have been talking about on our little show is and you've alluded to this, all the stuff that's in this story that may not make it into the courtroom.
Some of the supporting stuff.
That search warrant. When are we going to hear about all the bombs, and when are the guns in there? Doesn't sound like
they can't use it.
They can't use any of that stuff. That's got to be, and then throughout the story, there is always the insinuation that there was some physical abuse on the part of Michael.
The contract he made her
sign. All the weird
allegations,
the talk about molestation, and it appears that they're trying to keep any kind of reference to that he may have done this to her out of the courtroom.
Yes,
that's what you're talking about, not getting in, and that's got to be frustrating.
It's very frustrating, but what can you do about it if that's the way the courts are? And all you do, I've already put it in my mind that he's probably going to get off, to be honest with you.
You think that?
I really do. I think because a lot of people are going to say, well, wait a minute, we don't have enough on this guy to really, so far, to put him in prison. But you never know what's going to, when they go to the courts, it's a whole different ballgame, You don't know left from right, and you can never guess that thing. So I don't try to guess it. I just put it in my mind that might happen, and if it does happen, I can't go and be a crazy man. I've got two daughters that need me, and a son and grandson, and so I'm just going to do what I need to do to take care of this situation. It's frustrating, it hurts, and it'll never go away my whole life, so it's never going to go away anyway. She's gone. You can't bring her back. But
I've heard you give other sound bites. Basically, you're pretty sure that Michael was responsible for
I
your
know
daughter's
he was
disappearance and her death.
They asked me that in 2008, from day one, the two detectives, and I sensed that he did it to my daughter, because I would get things from Barbara's dad, who loved me, who cared about me a lot, because he said, why did you leave him for that guy? And he would tell me things that were going on, and not everything, but there's a lot of problems there, he said.
Yeah.
You know, and so I knew there was problems, and I wanted to get my daughter, but guess what? Courts wouldn't let me have her. It was his daughter now.
You know, and for people, this is the hard question. People are saying, here's this guy now at his daughter's the trial for her daughter's alleged murder. Where were you? You wanted to be part of your child's life.
Of course I did. And what happened was is that they went and adopted her without my consent. Without my consent at all. And then said they couldn't find me, but they were able to find me when they wanted to get more money out of me.
And child payments.
Yeah, child support. But it's funny because I didn't know that he adopted her. And so the judge came back to me and said, Steve, do you realize that he adopted your daughter? I said, no, I didn't know that he adopted my daughter. And guess what? Nobody told me, and but he was able to get me when he tried to get money out of me.
So if somebody wanted to pass judgment on you, where was this guy? You tried to. You tried to be part of your daughter's life.
Yes, I tried to be part of my daughter's life, but they didn't want me to be. In fact, my ex-wife told them that I was a bad person and that I did bad things to my daughter.
And the wife is the one who took your daughter away from you. She left you.
Yes, she left me. Yeah, she left me for him.
For him.
Was having an affair.
I guess just one final question.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, they have so many things that they can't talk about in court.
Yeah.
So, and the defense has really come in hard and aggressive against all of the people
He has,
testifying.
yes.
How do you feel about his defense and overall case? I mean, what's your insights on
Well,
that?
he's doing what he needs to do to win this case. He doesn't care whether it's the truth or not. You know what I mean? There's no truth involved when you're defending someone that you don't know the truth. And Michael's been doing this for years. This is stuff that Michael has in his brain, that he thinks he is better than everyone else and that he should be above everyone else. And so he's been doing this to his kids. He has been talking to them and twisting their brains. You know what I mean?
They used the word the children, the two boys, and Sarah, the witness, and used as much as said brainwashing.
Yeah, he brainwashes them.
And so much of what they were telling police in those early stages,
to be coached.
it was, you know, and they were saying this is as a matter of fact she was a troubled child and blah. But they're now saying we said that because that's what Michael told us.
Yes.
So the narrative, it seems like, it was established by
You
Michael
could find,
from day
I'm not
one.
lying to you, but you could probably find 200 or 300 or 400 people that would say that she was just a normal kid.
Right.
She never did really anything wrong except the fact that he didn't want her doing what he wanted her to do. That doesn't work with children.
Yeah.
When you have children, you have to give them some leeway, let them fail on their own. That's what it's all about.
And he seemed like a control freak.
Yeah, he's a control freak, exactly is what he is. And he not only wants to control them, he wants to control everybody else. That's why he comes up with all these, well, I sent out flyers, and I did this, and I did that. He did all that so he could cover what he did.
No one witnessed all of this.
Yeah, it seems
that he
like,
seems to
I
have
mean, it's
done.
more, he was telling the story that he was doing this.
Yeah,
I'm
but he
anxious
wasn't
to
doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
he may
all
have
the
put up
star
a
of our own
couple
movies.
flyers here or something to make it look good.
Well, we just hope that we can keep the channel of communication open with you during the course of this, and it's been really
No
nice
problem.
to meet you and get acquainted and hear your story. And anytime you got something to say, you know, you can always, you're always good on the story hustler.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, thank you. And the thing is that you know that my whole thing is that I really am not in this for me, and I don't really like being in front of cameras, but guess what? I'm going to do it for my daughter. That's all I care about.
Well, we thank you for your time and best of luck during this hard time.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.